Welcome back. Today we are basically doing like a little final video for the 46 before the Stafford day. We're going to be removing the front lip, fitting the side skirts on properly. I might change the wheels over to something a bit nicer, and we've got to fit the switch panel properly, fit a fire extinguisher mount because I think you need a fire extinguisher, and then I need to measure up the exhaust to get some downturns put on the exhaust, because I don't know if anyone knows, but for Stafford you've got to have 90-degree downturns. First thing I'm going to do today is start removing the lip from the front bumper and fitting the side skirts properly. So let's get into that. So I've got this side done. This is now just one singular side skirt instead of... If you look at this side, I basically just self-tapped over the original side skirts before. So now basically you just got to put this on off and then just repeat the same process to this side really. And then we'll put that side skirt back on here. We'll just self-tap it straight back in the same holes. And then it's pretty much there. Oh yeah, I also removed the front lip. So now we've got more ground clearance. And then I might go and change the wheels on it, because these wheels look a bit stupid on it. I don't really know what to do about the rear though. I kind of want to take this off, but at the same time it does look kind of good with it on. But I don't know. So the old side skirt has now been removed. Now it's time to fit the other one onto this side. As you can see, I've got it here. And we're just going to use these. Self-tap straight through, because for some reason these clips don't line up properly with these. I don't know why. But yeah, let's stick this on there. That side skirt's now fitted. A couple of self-taps, all you need. Now I think we're going to try and move on to something on the inside. Try and get this switch panel to fit and stay where it needs to. So let's move inside the car and get on with that. Try and do something with that switch panel. Not really sure what yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. So let's get on to that. So yeah, as you can see, this switch panel is not actually held in or anything. But the only thing I can really think of to do is to maybe send some... Maybe once this is in, it's sort of position that I want it to be in. Which is basically that. I was thinking literally just send a self-tapper straight through there, straight through there, and then just hope it goes through them 2 holes really on the brackets that these have. That's the only way I can think of doing it. So that's what we're going to try. Hopefully that will work. Self-tapper's at the ready. So yeah, I'll do this and then I'll come back to you because I don't want this. I like this to be pretty solid, so we'll get this in. Actually worked way better than I thought it would. It's now solid as it needs to be. I might put one in this side, just down in there. Because this side, I could get one in that side, I think. I could get one there. I'll have to see if I've got any more self-tappers and then we'll have a go. So the next thing we're going to do is, when I was stripping the interior, I took it's like a clutch pedal stopper thing. I took it out and I didn't put it back in. And then someone saw the car the other day and they went, "Oh, where's your clutch stopper switch pedal thing?" So I found a bolt. I think it's going to fit. So we're basically just going to thread this in to there. So it's like a clutch stopper, because apparently it does. I can't remember what he said it does. Something to do with like you'll blow like a master cylinder up or something, which obviously I don't want to happen. So I've got this bolt. Hopefully this fits. So let's try and get that in there. So we're back. It's another day. Today we are switching the wheels over to the 17s because I think it would look just better with the 17s on it rather than the 16s. Plus they drive a bit nicer with the 17s on. So that's currently what we're doing. We are putting these on the front, and then I just need to mount that, and then we should have a set of 17s for the back too. But for now, we're taking these over to the car, which is over there, and then we're going to take the rear spring cups out so it brings the back down, because it's at the moment it's braking like mad. So the front wheels are on. They look way better. Same as this side. It's on. Rear wheels are off. Rear spring cups are out. I lit the springs. Literally just fell out, so I set the car up. So they are here. We're taking these. These will be coming to Stafford with me, just in case I need them. So these are going in the little Stafford box that we made last week. So, yeah, the only thing I really need to do now is keep on trying to fit this tyre. Got most of it on, just for some reason I can't get that last bit, but normally it's not a problem. And then I got the other one there. Fit them. I want to take the rear bumper piece off. I want to take this off. I've also just ordered the 90 degrees for the exhaust. Yeah, it's nearly there. It's nearly there. Oh, then the only thing I've got to do is re-drill the seat base brackets, because this seat sits way too high. I don't know, you probably can't really tell, but basically my head's nearly touching up here. So I basically want to drill these holes, but I would basically put them right at the bottom down here, just to bring that down nicely. And then it's basically there. And I've got to empty the car and start stacking it with all the stuff that I want to take. Yeah, we're not too far off now. I'm quite excited for this whole Stafford weekend. This will be the first time this car's actually like drifted, so obviously it's done a bit of street-o and that, but this will be its first proper drift, like track sort of thing. So yeah, fingers crossed it does well. Fingers crossed we don't have any problems. But yeah, there she is, nearly ready. Just got all these little bits of filler, but we're nearly back. So, after all that work yesterday, and however many weeks, rear brake lines decided to pop. So now we've also got to do that. I will show you. In here, it's basically pissing straight out the back of this copper pipe. As you can see, it's everywhere. So now we've got to change this pipe. This one here. I assume this is the one that's like runs all the way around the car and goes to wherever it goes. Not very good after spending all this time, but I guess that's drift cars. So now I'm going to order a brake line kit, and then yeah, we're going to have to change that though before obviously Stafford next weekend, which is just great fun. So as you would have seen in the last clip, I said I was going to try and attempt to fix the brake line. I ended up taking it to Dan down at DriftX, because to be frank, I couldn't be bothered to mess around with brake lines and like put my own life at risk when I've never done brake lines before. So I thought, might as well just get someone to do it properly. So Dan down at DriftX has done it for me. He has basically redone the entire rear brake lines, because they're both like they crumbled in his hand. So it's probably quite lucky I didn't try and attempt just to fix it myself, and just took it down to him. Didn't cost much, so that was definitely the easy option. But I will show you what he's done. It's just basically nice, easy, simple fix. If anything goes wrong, it's easy to fix. And yeah, but what we've got left to do to the car, we've got to lower the bucket seat down, because the bucket seat's still too high and I don't want to be whacking my head when I'm drifting. So we've got to do that. I literally just changed the rear shocks to try and make the rear of the car lower. Those shocks are ruined, top mounts are broken, rattles. So I've got to put the original rear shocks back on. The wheels you also saw me put on, the car drives like crap. So I need to put the 16s back on it just for the road to get me to Stafford, because the steering wheel is literally all over the place. It's literally like, it's supposed to be obviously straight and it's like that. And the car pulls to the left massively, so got to change them back over. Oh, we also made the hydro work properly, because what we didn't realise is that the hydro lines were plumbed in the wrong way. So basically you were just pulling the hydro and it was just going pretty much like 90-degree flat. So we've had to change them lines round, get them going. So now the hydro properly locks up literally instantly. As soon as you pull the handbrake, it locks. So that's another thing ticked off. We also need to carry on painting the inside, because obviously brake fluid has just basically destroyed the paint that I put on there. So we've got to paint a bit around the centre console and stuff to get that in there. Yeah, I think that's about it really. It's literally just change the shocks over, change the wheels back over, and then I think it's ready for Stafford, and then we've got to basically just pack the car up ready, which is going to be fun. Taking 2 cars. Got my black F30, the daily coming. That's going to have a tent box on the roof and it's just going to be full of all the parts and tools basically. And then obviously my 46 is going, and also one of my mates is coming down in his 1 Series 135i. So he'll be there with me. You'll probably see him in the next video or two, because we'll obviously be filming the drift weekend. So yeah, I'll show you the lines that we put in the car. I'll go down the... I've also ruined a drive shaft CV as well, so we've also got to change the drive shafts just to make sure that something isn't going to break properly on track. So they are on order, and they should be here hopefully Wednesday. And then it'll basically just be fitting the drive shafts, changing the shocks, switching the wheels around, packing the car up, and then that's it. Next video you'll see after this one will be the Stafford weekender. But if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, because it helps a lot. If there's anything like you want me to film on the car, doing like car check, tidying stuff up, anything really, make sure you leave that down in the comment. But yeah, I think that's it for this one. Like, subscribe, drop a comment what you think, what you would want me to film, anything really, anything to do with the 46, anything to do with the daily. But yeah, right, peace.